Hello everybody and welcome back to Resident Evil HD. This is the final part. And we are going, the whole story is going to come to a close. The game is going to come to a close, the gameplay is going to come to a close, and it's going to be very exciting. There's going to be twists, there's going to be turns, and most of all, there's going to be enjoyment and shenanigans in spades. Here we go, we've got to push the switch, we activate the elevator takes its sweet time in coming up, but then...
Chris!
Whoa! Hiya Rebecca, what's your jazz? She's like, my god, I've got a stitch.
In her garden.
She's been running ever since.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
You took your time, Rebecca.
No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
Oh, Chris, just
That's
being
my
a big...
plan, sir.
Just being a big bud. Rebecca is like, honestly, just praying that this comes to an end. Because it's like, yeah, like this has been a slog for Chris, but Rebecca's done it twice. Like, Christ above. Billy, meanwhile, is just being like torn apart by the dogs in the woods. Like, you never ever see him again. In every Resident Evil game, Billy Cohen has never been mentioned again, as far as I'm aware. And not counting like Umbrella Chronicles and such, like the ones that like, you know, the sort of rundown games. But like an actual main series, I don't think Billy Cohen was ever mentioned again. But I'm talking about a game that isn't this game again. Cool that she's actually like, she actually follows me. Like, I don't think, from my recollection, I don't think that's ever happened before. We've had a character following us in Resident Evil 1. It's pretty cool that she's actually like, you know, there's like pathfinding for her and stuff. She doesn't just run to the next door. Because there aren't any enemies in this section. We're running in, oh, we find the man himself, the biggest bastard of the lot of them.
Chris, you make me proud.
Oh well,
Of course you
cheers,
are
Dad.
one of my men.
Thanks.
Chris.
Since
got the
when,
gun out.
Wesker?
Right, now you've got to listen,
I'm
if
afraid I
Wesker
don't
punches
know what
somebody,
you're talking about.
it'll be the best
Since when
punch
have they
sound
been
effect
slipping
you've
you
ever
a
heard.
paycheck?
The best punch sound effect you've ever heard. I can't
think
remember if they
you're
do
a
it
bit
as Chris,
confused.
but he does his Joe.
I've always been with Umbrella.
What a
And
twist.
stars were umbrellas. No, rather, my
Twist.
little piggies.
Twists upon twists. It was Wesker the whole time.
The tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place. And unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of stars.
I'd have been crying by this point.
You killed them with your own dirty hands.
Well, I killed
You
two of them.
Son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Back up!
Oh,
Don't move.
what?
You.
I don't think you want to
Rebecca,
die just
no.
yet. I have something that's of some interest to you.
I think that was in place of the punch sound effect that I was telling you about. Rebecca, no. And oh, dearie me, Wesker has released the daemon, as is the big beating heart of the tyrant. With his big spooky mouth, with his big spooky teeth, and his big spooky hand. Here he comes. The water drains out, and he slowly comes back to life. Or comes to life. Maybe he was never alive. Maybe he's cobbled together out of parts
The
of other
ultimate
things.
life form.
Not sure if he's just meant to be a person. But there he is now anyway.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Oh, bit of a mistranslation there.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
I'll give you that. But then, oh, who would have thought? The beast has turned upon its master, like everything else that the T-Virus created. And now he slowly turns around and he's like, you know, you didn't stop him from waking me up and I was having a good sleep.
Come on,
Chris is like, oh
test
bugger.
tube freak.
Now, if all is well, we should be able to just dodge to that side of him, like we did before. What a pathetic way to die. Well, I mean, pathetic way to die is relative. Observation note. The discovery of the G-Virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite which we had delivered from a laboratory in France was administered to the sample specimen. The sample specimen took in the parasite without showing any signs of adverse reaction. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, But now everything is clear to me now. But now, everything is clear to me now. The prototype parasite was incubating in the sample specimen's body for 21 years. Then from that incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated. Although evolved may be a more appropriate way to describe it. This observation gave me more insight in my research. Through further modification and testing, I was able to derive a method to create the G that surpasses the performance of the T. The gin that surpasses the performance of the tonic, if you will. This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the BOW's history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexia's annoying face when I finally announce my research. But unfortunately, I'll have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin. I have absolutely no idea if that was the previous William Birkin voice. It could have been. We maybe have never had a William Birkin note before, but rest assured, there will be that in future. Exit. Right, now we've got to dodge and weave this tyrant. I'm not sure if we actually have to fight it right now, or if this is just one of those avoidance sections, because, like, surprise, surprise, this is definitely not the point where we kill it. Although there's no time for that, apparently, so that leads me to believe that we do, in fact, have to... Alright then. Alright, Mr. Tyrant, is this the game we're playing? Boom, shot you in your fucking chest piece. That's what I thought. Come on then. I want him to do his, like, big rank dodge. Oh shit. Oh shit. Rebecca, are you dead? There's no time for that. Thinking about it, we probably do have to kill him, so let's do it the old-fashioned way and just blast him with a magnum. Which is literally probably the old-fashioned way. Thinking about it. The old-fashioned way to kill a tyrant is to blast him with a 44 magnum. I don't know what that was about. Don't know where that came from, but either way it resulted in us getting blooter in the back of the head by a big old nasty tyrant man. And that is just not cricket. Where's he gone? Hello? Oh shit! Oh, he took a scalping to the side of the head that time. Good thing we've got this dank magnum, because he's dead and dusted. Good times. Right, now we can properly investigate what's kicking about here. If we run along here, we can activate that computer that was doing something before. Panel used to release the emergency lock. Release the lock. If it was a panel, you'd think he'd have been like, fuck, release the emergency lock. But then it could have been like a split ending, where if you did that, then Rebecca died. Because I'm pretty sure Rebecca isn't actually dead. She might be though, because we didn't rescue Brad. Oh, Rebecca. No, she's fine, she's moaning.
Rebecca!
Oh, I'm choking on bullet, man.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Chris, legend. It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof... You couldn't even write that better. Oh, brilliant. Resident Evil to a T. Just absolute nonsense the entire way through. That's comedy gold. Oh, probably laughed at that a little bit harder than I should have, but it just speaks to me on an emotional level. But on we go. We're on our way now. We can flee this horrible place. Although not before, of course, setting the entire place to blow up, because that's an essential part of leaving a research base like every single time. Especially an evil one like this, although like a good one as well if you're like animal rights activists or something.
I found a file in the lab.
Oh, Rebecca,
you've been working. Tyrant virus here.
A whole lot of it.
Blow this whole place up.
Right.
We should.
The show must go on.
This is Rebecca's arsonism.
I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on.
No.
It. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little
What if
while
she gets
ago.
murdered by...
It's not like we're out of this
She
yet.
found a little while
I'll
ago.
see you on the outside.
That would explain
Outside.
why she's taking her time. Ah, well, right. It's quite strange, like the remake's writing is like fairly competent right at the beginning of the game, especially when you're playing as Jill. Like they changed the Barry bits, which are a shame because they were like the best part of the original Resident Evil, but like they changed the parts with Barry and the whole Jill sandwich nonsense. And they're written okay, they're written quite well, but then like the end game for Chris, like you saw there, it was just bloody stupid as all hell. Ah, it's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest, and damn straight it was. Run, Chris, run! There are other base days, and there should be another Crimson Head knocking about here, but we've got to go rescue Jelly Bean first, because now the emergency activation is taking place, and all of the locks will be unlocked. Good times. So we charge along here, We charge through here, and we head down the stairs on the other end to get her back. Because this is it. It's coming to an end. It's how it always happens. Suddenly there's flashing lights, all shit starts to explode, enemies come pouring out of the walls, and you've probably already killed a final boss. Lol. So, spoilers. Tyrant doesn't come back. Small X, capital D. But here we are, we've arrived.
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
Jill's there like, what
I
is
knew
going
you'd
on?
come.
Just
Let's get out
waiting,
of here.
waiting happily. And we've got her. She's coming with us. We've got our friend back. Hooray! The gang is together again. God knows what happened to Barry, because he's here. He was here before, but now he's gone. He probably died. Wesker was stabbed through the chest. True to form for Wesker, getting some sort of tendril through him. And then, of course, Rebecca was shot, but then a good thing she was wearing her bulletproof vest. My
Let's get
God.
going.
Let's go. Oh, honestly, your rescue shit. She's so flighty. Chris is like, you can give me a wee cuddle first, eh? But she's like, no. No, that's not happening, Chris. Never sure if Chris and Jill were meant to be like some sort of like romantic thing. It's kind of implied in Resident Evil 5, I suppose. But here we go. On our way. Rebecca's somewhere back there. I'm sure she'll make it in time. You know her. She's resilient. But Chris jogging up the stairs, making remarkable headway. He's almost definitely a Crimson Head now, but we managed to not awaken him. Don't need to pick up the green herb. We'll probably grab a couple of mixes before we head up the way, though, just in case. But we should be fine. We should be fine. All will be well. In all honesty, I'm thinking I'll probably put the shotgun back in the, at least the shotgun shells. Oh, hang on. I will reload the shotgun with the shotgun shell. And then I'm honestly just going to put the shotgun shells back in the case, because truth be told, the Magnum will be plenty. I'd rather use mixed herbs if I can, unless I can't help it. Have we not got any other mix? Okay, I'll take a first aid spray along with me. That's just 2 green, but I'll be alright if we've got a first aid spray as well. We'll be fine. Should we save? We should probably save, because you never know. All kinds of shit. Oh, that's not right. All kinds of shit could go wrong in the final sections of the game, and there's no harm in it. It'll only take but a moment. And there we go, ink ribbon back in the case. We fling ourselves up the ladder, move on to the next section. Although there aren't many sections left, I must be saying, like there's only, like 3 more areas that you go to. Yeah, Joe. Rebecca, nowhere to be seen. Hopefully she'll make it out in time. It's entirely possible that because we didn't save Brad, that'll be like the worst part of that. There's some more shotgun shells, but it doesn't really matter. We've got so much Magnum. Don't want to take that. In fact, I will take that because we're definitely about to lose a bit of health at the very least. Yeah, it's entirely possible that because we didn't... Oh, nice one, green herb. It's entirely possible that because we didn't save Brad, our penalty for that will be Rebecca dying in the base here, which is a shame. But maybe not. Not Brad. Shit, that's Brad. Who the hell did we not rescue? I can't remember his name, like Kevin or something like that. But either way, he was the guy who was, he got bit by the snake and then he died of the poison, but yeah. So that's probably going to influence our ending in some way. It might just not. Like, that's entirely possible as well. What the hell is this? The fuse unit. Oh, honestly, there's always one. Come along here. Use the fuse unit there. Simple as that. It just sits there. Like, that is not, that does not look in any way secure. Oh, there she is.
System's activated.
She's made it.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Brad is up in the helicopter.
Those things are coming.
Oh no.
I'll take care of them.
But
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
Oh shit, does
Okay.
Joe just like... Oh no, they both go. Well, I'm really not as familiar with Chris's playthrough, like Chris's playstyle or events. I think the door just went. Shit. The door. Oh, sorry about that. Delivery driver just arrived. That was extremely unprofessional. Just having to cut off midway through a sentence. Yeah, as I was saying. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Chris's like story as I thought I was, unless things have changed because we didn't rescue what's his name. I know it says like there is a countdown at the top there, but I'm just wanting to scout around to see if there's anything just lying around for us to pick up. I don't think there is. Nah, it doesn't seem like there is. So what we do is we just use these here signal rockets right away. Simple as that. And Chris sticks him down in the middle. That'll be my chair just creaking away in the background. Don't worry about it. He fires up the flares. You'd think it would just be a flare gun. But no, we've got plenty of them. And then thankfully, our friends arrive.
You okay?
Rebecca's in a wee bit of a state. She's taking a punting. And then goodness gracious. Oh no! He's returned. Props for trying it. Jill just took a scalping. He's in a horrible state. Oh, he's advancing on Rebecca. Chris, do something! Chris, don't just stand there. Oh my fucking god. He just about took the chunk out there. Right, so, want to keep on top of things. Ideally we want to be quite efficient with our ammunition. Well, I think we're doing okay in that regard. We've got a whole lot of magnum shots and there's only so... Oh, that was a bad hit. Chris is like, Christ almighty, I just knocked him for a loop. How are we looking? Jesus Christ, did that take us down to orange? Wow, Tyrant does not fuck around. That's for certain. Easily dodged though, if you're in close range. Don't reload like that, Chris. And on that bombshell, Brad, from the sky, hollers down to us and says, take this big beast. It's a big ass rocket launcher with 4 rockets. Oh Christ, oh, hit us both times. Sent us flying across the roof. Then, across the roof? What the fuck does that mean? And then, we load up and blow it to smithereens. And that was that. That was Resident Evil. Sometimes the Tyrant can just sort of like scalp it out of the air and it's really dramatic. But I think we'd lowered his health to the point where that rocket was enough. We blew him asunder. And the helicopter picked the kids up from the pool. And headed off into the night. And now Chris's dulcet tones will gently take us through the mansion, uniformly exploding at once. Thankfully, Jill seems to have mostly recovered from the severe wound that she took. Chris is suffering from extreme PTSD. He doesn't know what's going on or where he is. He thinks he's in some sort of prison. Rebecca has died in her sleep, and he looks off and thinks, I will never be the same man again after the things I saw. What a happy ending. Happy ending to a happy game. And that was Resident Evil HD. How did you like that? I fairly enjoyed that. Going back to it now, it is definitely kind of showing its age a bit. But I think it still stands as an excellent piece of game, that's for sure. Resident Evil, one of my favourite series. Not really for gameplay reasons, more just for like the absurdity of it all. Some people say like the story is what takes them out of it, but honestly the story is what gets me going. The characters are absolutely ridiculous and it's just fantastic. It's why I enjoy it. It's part of why 6 was so dreadful, is just because the characters were empty shells of what they used to be. And well, that and the fact that 6 was absolutely atrocious in every single way. But yeah, like this is a fine example of survival horror. If you're into the genre, or if you're just like, or if you like Resident Evil games and you've never played Resident Evil 1, then get on top of that because it's just great fun. Nice atmosphere, good locations. I love the pre-render backdrops. Like I've got a soft spot for pre-render backdrops. Like they just make it, just because of the whole. It just adds, it's the detail, isn't it? And I mean, this is an HD, so it's actually detail that you want to look at. Yeah. And of course there's the creature design, there's the giant shark, just saw him there, like that was really cool. I love the aqua ring, that was something that was added to the, I think that was something that was added to the remake version, but I might be wrong about that. I know all the Trevor stuff was. Of course there's another thing, Lisa Trevor, and that was quite entertaining. And of course, there's the new control scheme, which you can love or you can hate, but on the whole, it's just brilliant, in my opinion. Really good game, if you can overlook its wackiness. Admittedly not for everybody, but then again, survival horror isn't for everybody, but if you're into your survival horror, you should definitely give Resident Evil a look. On the downside, yeah, as I was saying, it was showing its age a little bit, and it's like the redone voiceover just went a little bit to
Chris,
shit towards the
you
end.
did a fine job.
Well, thanks, Wesker. We've done a fine job. Oh, 8 hours, of course, 8 hours, 39 minutes. If we'd shed 39 minutes off of that time, if I hadn't flubbed my outros so much, then maybe we could have done a little bit better there, but came close that time. It was a decent effort anyway. 8 hours, 39 minutes, I would say. And not the best time, but far from the worst. Ah, well, that'll be that then. Did we unlock anything? We can now play with features from the prototype version. Real survival mode unlocked. Item boxes are no longer connected, meaning that items can only be taken from the box where they were stored. Also, weapon aiming is manual. Experience these prototype only features unavailable in the original Resident Evil gameplay. That sounds absolutely dreadful. Like, no thanks. We got the closet key, so we've unlocked some new outfits. I'm not sure where the dressing room is, but it's there anyway. And now we can save next to Jill. Cleared data. Excellent. So that brings Resident Evil HD to a close, I suppose. Once again, you can play through. Once again means that you play through the game, but you keep all the items in your item box. So you can, if you choose to not throw the keys away, you can put them in the item box. And then in once again mode, they'll all be there. You can get through the game in like 2 hours. It's mad. And we saw what real survival was. Yeah. So unfortunately, I mean, there's another downside. In Resident Evil 0, you got your bonus game modes, and that's true. And in Resident Evil 3, and I think Resident Evil 2 as well, they've all got their little bonus game modes that you get. Resident Evil HD doesn't have that. Or remake doesn't have that, if you will, which is a shame. But again, you can't really hold that as a detriment towards the game. They've always been like bonus extras anyway. You can't really knock the game for not having them. It was the original after all. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed watching Resident Evil HD. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it probably a 7.4 now. Like, no, not before it would have been like an 8.3, but now it's like, it's gone down a little bit with its age. There's more. There's nuances to games now that Resident Evil and like the original Resident Evil just doesn't have. But I mean, it's still close to me, because you know me, like 7.4, that's a high score. Like, that is a would recommend score, and I would recommend it. So go play it if you haven't already. You can still play as Jill, and it will be very different, rest assured. But either way, if you've enjoyed Resident Evil in HD, then please remember to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. All those would be very, very, very much appreciated, especially seeing as this is the final episode. So drop it a like if you've enjoyed the series, or drop it a like if you just showed up in the last episode and you were like, what's this chump all about? Because I hope you've enjoyed my shit banter. But either way, I have been Krun. This was Games Done with Krun in Resident Evil HD, playing as Chris. Thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you again next time for something probably completely different, or maybe more survival horror. It could be Survival Horror Tuesdays. I like the idea of that, actually. Maybe. Food for thought. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.